This clip is brought to you by Merrick Health, the premium telehealth network from Derek More Plates, More Dates. Get your blood work and hormone optimization done under the same roof. Enjoy this clip.
People need to address working on their strength because a lot of people, they fall in love with running, which is awesome. That's great. They fall in love with some sort of movement. But I think if you want to get better at it and you have symptoms, like you're in pain, I love a lot of what you're saying. Like that's wild that you can go out and play football. Like these are goals that people should have. And I know you're still young, but how cool would that be if you're my age and you can still say that? Like, yeah, I would need a couple weeks to train, but I could still go out and play some football. I could still go out and get open against a 25-year-old guy trying to cover me or something. Like, that's sick. I think that's really cool. And it's a really great goal. But for people to stay healthy, I think they're looking for the magic. And we talk a lot about sleep and food, and there's tons of stuff. But don't forget about how powerful it can be just to help yourself to get a little bit stronger. And it doesn't require, I love lifting weights. I know that you love lifting weights. We spend a lot of time doing it, but I honestly think people could spend 2 or 3 hours a week, maybe even a little bit less than that. Yeah. You probably get away with a little less than that, and maybe not a lot of it's even gym time. Yeah. Could just be some dumbbells, could just be a kettlebell, could be body weight exercises. But you'd be shocked at what you can get from some strength training. It can go a really long way.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. And I think the mantra in the running world has always been, just run more. Like instead of cross training, if you take that extra 60 minutes, could you just get better if you ran more or did more cardio, right? And I think it is one of those mentalities where nowadays there's so much research behind it. Yeah. You're seeing elite athletes, and Kipchoge, I think, is a great example of someone who still does strength training. And it might be at a low level where it's like maybe just working through range of motion, doing mini band work, really working on the small muscles, but he's doing something. And there's definitely a translation of strength in the weight room then to go translate that into your activity or your sport. And I think it's the way you're training in the gym. Right? Because if you don't need to be doing Olympic lifts if you're a runner, but there's a lot of movements in the gym that simulate running, whether it's step ups or step downs or lunging or bear crawls. There's a lot of different ways to create the same angles that you're trying to create in running in the gym. And I guess for me, it's like, I'm so used to it. Like, and I guess that's kind of been my world, right? Because I've always been around like football, and like there's strength and speed and agility in football. You go in the weight room and then we'll come on the field and we're gonna do specific receiver stuff and just change of direction drills in general. So I've always lived in that world of being able to do both. So now when I got into running, I'm like, well, it makes total sense to keep lifting. Why would I just completely stop lifting and just only commit to running, where I think there's a benefit to really doing both? And I think for most people, it's a lack of education for it, right? But it doesn't have to be so complex. Everyone nowadays, they see all these things on Instagram, on social media where, oh my God, this guy's doing this crazy type of lunge or this crazy deadlift, where in reality, if you can hinge, if you can squat, if you can split lunge and do some plyometrics and do single leg exercises, those 5 things will cover a lot of the basis for running. And you don't have to do barbells either. You can just do body weight or simply pick up some dumbbells.
And people will kind of say, yeah, but I have shin splints. And it's like, again, if you just took a moment and got off your feet and went into a gym and did some bent over rows or seated rows or dumbbell presses, worked on your shoulders, worked on other areas of your body, not only is that working on building muscle mass potentially in another area, but don't forget, it's also getting you away from the thing that you love doing that's actually kind of giving you more damage to those particular areas.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, go ahead and comment down below and let us know what you liked about it. All right. Share this with a friend. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And also, we are on Reddit and Discord. All that's down below. All our sponsors and everyone that supports us down below there too, so you can get whatever you like from us. All right. Peace.